Well, hello there guys, welcome to another Graviteam Tactics Mius-Front video for our German campaign. I want to remind people, a lot of people are not aware that this is an actual campaign. They think I'm just throwing up gameplay videos. The issue is we just don't have anyone making thumbnails right now. So you guys will have to contend yourselves with the images we have now. But we are on a major defensive front here, guys. We've got a few tanks, a few AT guns. As you can see, this is the remnants of our old battle. You guys can actually see our 2 dead martyrs here from the last battle we had, as well as a bunch of dead Soviet troops, some German troops, our own men, but these are mostly dead Soviets, and we're hoping to make this happen again, guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I've got everyone in the position I want. I've actually put my AT guns kind of more on the front lines here, which is something that's a little bit different than what I usually do. It's either going to work or it's not. And of course, we've got 2 units that are already panicking. I'm hoping these are just regular infantry units, and I think they are, so I'm not too concerned. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and wait until we get to the action, and then of course we shall jump back into the fighting. Where the hell did everybody go? That's more like it. Alright, fair enough. Alright guys, we've got enemy contacts, and bad news, it's an enemy tank. Now it looks like our, wow! Buchsbaum was actually prepared that time and fired a shot off at this enemy tank. I'm hoping we can get a kill on this thing. But we can't be certain yet. I'm going to make sure that our AT guns are also aiming at this. Boom! Some heavy hits there. Yes, guys. For once, having our guys on the front lines worked out beautifully. Look how quickly we wasted that tank. It's totally destroyed at this point, and it's really just kind of inching along because of just somebody, I guess, died on the control panel. But it's going to continue there. The crew is already bailed, and they might be able to reuse this tank, but we definitely got the crew out, which is a huge bonus. And technically it's a tank kill. So we've got a few infantry units already here. I'm pretty sure that attack is going to come from the same location it did last time, and we are ready for it, guys. I don't think we've ever been so ready for an attack here. But whether or not we can hold it back, we'll have to wait and see. Alright guys, another enemy contact, another tank, once again on our left flank. We gotta make sure Buchsbaum sees him. Come on, Buchsbaum. Same with Shear. Or Shearer. Gotta make sure that they turn towards these tanks. And we know the enemy has a lot of tanks because we saw them in the last battle. So we know that they're coming prepared. Make sure that Buchsbaum is turned the right way. A lot of these guys are in such a position, since they're in a trench here, that it's going to be hard for them to turn unless I get them out of the trench, and I don't want to do that right now with either of these guys, so I'm just going to keep them here, Scherer and Osman. I might move Buchsbaum out to attempt to hit the enemy, but we've got a few more tanks hidden in reserve, so I might bring them up as well. We've also got, as you can see, Schorn, Briegen, Steiner, a lot of great guys. I hope this is the same Steiner from Cross of Iron. It's going to really kick ass for us. Alright, Cholovig. What are you doing, Cholovig? Well, that's right, you don't have your tank. You lose. So we got tanks for most of our guys, but not everybody. There we go, Steiner. Somebody's got a machine gun, and we actually gave some of our units anti-infantry capabilities. We gave some of them anti-tank capabilities. That's why Steiner, for instance, which is not usually an anti-tank unit, has actually got this beautiful AT gun. And here we go. We've got some incoming fire. I think this is coming to us. Oh, no. They're trying to take out Steiner. Oh, my goodness. That is heavy hitting. Heavy, heavy shots there. Right, at this point, and like I said, a lot of these tanks were lost in the last battle, so we're getting lucky here if we get any kills. It looks like we're also firing off some artillery. That's always awesome. And at this point, I almost want to take that martyr out of his hole and bring him out onto the battlefield. Let's see what else we have back here. We also got Lehman. Put all my resource trucks all the way back here on the battlefield so we don't have to worry about them. Alright, Buchsbaum. It's time for you to shine, and you can't shine here. It's just not possible. It's the one negative thing about having a tank in a trench situation. He's just not able to hit the enemy the way we want him to. No, turn this way, man, no! There we go, there we go. There we go, you can shoot him. Yes. Those are targets. They actually exist. Good shot. All right, he totally missed, but you got to give it to him. He's getting closer. Feuer! Setting up for another shot. Right through the hay. Did you guys see that? That went right through that hay bale. Definitely hit the target, but I'm not sure if it got a kill. Vehicle lost, vehicle lost. Let's see what vehicles we're talking about here. Alright, trucks. Tell me something else I don't know. Oh boy. Alright, that was just another truck. I'm just a little concerned. More enemy contacts over here. More enemy tanks. And this is just a massive, massive screen of Soviet armor coming our way. Boom! Another massive hit. Come on, that's got to be a kill. Another massive hit. So we're getting some great defensive hits here. Since we gave our guys AT guns and anti-personnel, they're using that as well, as you can see here. But I want to kill one of these tanks. So far, we're getting some great shots on them, but we're just not able to kill them. And it looks like Steiner may have lost... Oh my goodness. It's gun damaged. I think they'll recrew it, actually. They will recrew that, don't worry. Boom! Another hit. I mean, we're getting so many hits on their tanks, but it's not really doing much. Buchsbaum. Boom! Another perfect hit. And I'm telling you guys, we've got to start taking these tanks out. We're getting so many great shots on them, but it just kind of seem to plink off. Ooh, that was a miss. Fair enough. Alright, Buchsbaum is going a bit too far forward, but you know what? He's come this far. Come on, Buchsbaum. Gonna watch from his vantage point. And just imagine having to see across that battlefield. That's not easy, guys. A lot of ups and downs. Whoa! Mortars! That's close. Looks like we just lost a commander. Holy shit! Those are serious artillery rounds. They're trying to take Buchsbaum out. They may have succeeded. Yes, they did, guys. I think they just... Holy crap with their artillery rounds. They may have just took Buchsbaum out. He's still reloading, though. He's still reloading. Firing. Still firing. Enemy tank's dead. Finally! We got one of them, guys. Beautiful. So now we have 2 enemy tank kills. Not bad. Not bad at all. Also got some planes in the sky. I will take a look and see if they're ours or theirs. I'm pretty sure they're their planes. Get that Commissar. Oh shit, those are enemy planes. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. Look at that, guys. Holy crap. The Il-2 absolutely wrecking us there. Destroying Scherer's gun without a doubt. No way he's going to get on that thing. And utterly annihilating them. Now they're just kind of bombing us into oblivion. At this point, we need to try and do our best to get a hit on their tanks, just wipe out their armor. But, I mean, obviously at this point, the more we kill, the better. That Il-2 is not going to assist us, though. This might actually be a situation where retreat is an option. A good one, too, because we don't want to just get steamrolled by tanks. And if we completely run out of anything to fight these tanks, we're going to just go ahead and get the hell out of here. Now, Osman, why are you aiming this way, you fool? Aim that way, you idiot. That's better. Osman aiming directly at that tank. It looks like they're already crewing it. Come on, guys. Great domination on that mother. Oh, shit. It's the incoming fire from the Il-2. Oh, here we go, bombs, guys, bombs. Get down, men! Alright, now we are actually seeing a serious vanguard of infantry approaching, and those tanks are going to cover them all the way. So we've got to make sure Osman and these guys are getting at least a few shots. Doesn't help that they have no commander. Perfectly honest with you. I'm amazed that Osman actually survived that. So basically they bombed him. They destroyed Shura totally. They bombed Osman, but only managed to kill the commander. But that's usually enough, believe it or not. Losing a commander is a huge deal. Whoa, what is that? Here we go, another L2 attack. Alright, nice. Look at that. We're still getting effective fire from our men, and that's probably because of the smoke bombs we're putting here. They can't really see us, so we have a chance to get some shots off without the tanks basically keeping us suppressed this whole time. That's a lot of enemies coming this way. I'm going to do everything I can to put the hurting on them. But really, I think it's easier said than done at this point. At this point, they're not even following my orders. And we've got some more enemy contact. Like I said, it might be in our best interest actually to retreat from this battle. First, I want to try to take out one more tank. I'm just obsessed with killing the enemy tanks, what can I say? Osman is not getting any shots, and the O2's not helping. Oh, got really close to Osman! Get down, boys! Holy scheisse. Alright, I think it's probably not a bad idea to move this guy up, because if he stays here, he's going to get killed anyway. We might as well try to move this guy. But as you can see, my orders are only getting executed partially. This is what happens when you start to lose command power, and obviously when your men are under a severe attack, you get a little jumpy. I'm actually tempted to try and take these tanks out with infantry, but we've seen how that goes, and it's very rare that we manage to actually pin one of these tanks at all. It's unfortunate we lost that martyr, or basically our entire martyr corps is finished, and that's going to be tough to bring back, but you know we were outnumbered in tanks anyway, so this is going to make things a little bit harder for us. We're lucky we killed those 2 tanks, actually. Look at that, the machine gun fire is devastating. I want to see if we can at least start engaging these enemies over here a little bit. Oh no, now they're going for Guts! Oh, the IL-2s are everywhere here. Look at that, guys. Our guys are trying to shoot them, and many people have mentioned to me, and I kind of agree that it's a bit unrealistic, because even if you actually hit this plane with several rounds, I mean, I've seen a machine gun just streaming rounds into a plane. It doesn't seem to really, you know, kill the plane unless you get it like, just an overwhelming amount of firepower, which is a bit odd to me. Here we go. Nice. We're getting some pretty nice kills because the enemy's actually crossing open ground there, and our men are still in cover despite, you know, having a ton of tanks parading down. They still have the ability to shoot some of the enemy infantry here. So we're going to keep it up. Nice! Get rid of that hay bale. It's going to give us an easier shot. Make our job easier, Ivan. Please. Just got a few mortars going out as well. If Osman can't see this tank, he's officially blind. You can see it's right there, man. It's right there. Now, I can understand why their morale's a bit shot, but come on, raise the elevation a little bit. I see the fucking tank. Right there, guys. There we go. They're raising the elevation, guys. We might get a shot off on this thing. Come on, guys. We need you to act fast before that L2 comes back. So we all know you're not going to be here for very long. Feuer! What are you waiting for, you fool? Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's start. Here we go, guys. Another hit. This is what we need. We've got to pin them through the side armor. It's the only way we're going to make it through. And they're actually... We're just hitting their frontal armor. I don't know how this is going to work. We're going to have to get very lucky. Here we go. There we go. Turn to your side. That's right. This is a much likelier kill. Come on. Oh, he's so close. You can see that it's actually... It does a lot of damage. There we go. Problem is, it doesn't do a lot of damage on that frontal Soviet armor. Here we go. Oh, come on. How was that not a kill? You guys see that? Oh, they're escaping. They're escaping, guys. Yes, another tank down. There we go, guys. We got another Russian tank. And like I said, I'm glad we didn't retreat right away, because even if we lose this battle terribly, which I'm afraid we will, getting 3 enemy tanks is a huge, huge blow to the enemy. So that is something I like. And a lot of our crews are returning. I wonder for what? Are they returning for mortar positions? That would be great. Or AT positions? That'd be even better. Let's call in on this area. Order not execute, you fools! How dare you? And look at that, Buchsbaum is back in his tank, guys! These Martyr 3 guys are nuts. These Martyr guys, I'm not sure if it's a Martyr 3, sorry. These Martyr guys are crazy. I mean, they get back in their vehicles all the time. They recrew their vehicles all the time. These guys just got hit with a tremendous amount of artillery, and they're back in the battle, guys. You've got to give it to them. And I really want to take out another tank. I've got tank fever at this point, and I'm afraid that, sadly, Buchsbaum is finished. He's on fire. Could he get one more shot? These guys are pretty amazing. They might be able to get one more shot. No, unfortunately not on that tank. But still, that was a really good showing. Of course, there's going to be panic. This is a war, men, not a party or holiday. I'm going to turn this gun this way, and I'm going to aim directly at that tank. I don't think he can hit him at that distance, but if he can, hey, it's awesome. Alright, so I want my men exclusively targeting enemy infantry units. And there's a way to actually do this, and I hope it's the same as the old Graviteam tactics, and that is we essentially just target infantry. So we're going to go ahead and we will keep fire at will on. We won't fire at aircraft. We'll only fire at infantry units. So this is going to hopefully give us a few more kills. And yeah, you bet I want to make it hard on the Russians. I don't want to just let their infantry stomp over us. We've got to at least put up a fight, even if they have tanks, kill a few of their men, and make this push, you know, and make them lose a lot of men in this push at the very least. So far, I think with the amount of tanks they've lost, it's already pretty much a victory for us. I know it's hard to believe that, but it really is a huge bonus. All of these dead tanks. No, Osman, no. Turn that way. Yeah, towards the enemy Tankenstein. Dang, I know German. Das Tankenstein ist glatzt. That thing. Alright, here we go. Gonna fire directly at this sector. And as you can see, a lot of our guys are not getting up. I'm pretty sure morale is an issue, as well as probably distance. Let's take a look. Morale is actually fanatic, so these guys are actually more than willing to fight and kill, and die for their country. They're just, I guess, not seeing the enemy. It might be a distance issue here. So we might need to let the enemy get a little bit closer. Let's take a look. And they're certainly not moving out in the open as if they have nothing to worry about. They're definitely moving cautiously. If that crew's going back to the Mauser, I'm going to kill myself, because that's just... I'm actually creeped out by the Mausers at this point. They survive too long. We recrew them all the time, and have managed to recrew them, kill enemy tanks, get blown up, and then recrew them again. But at this point, of course, our Mauser group is finished. The Russians have finished it entirely. We do have more tank groups, but they're going to be reinforcing groups. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Let's get a look from our trenches. Shit, look at that incoming fire. That's all tank rounds, too. Just tank machine gun fire coming really close to us. Shit, is he down? No, he's just taking every... You better get in that trench, man. There we go, that Martyr's exploding again. Some fuel reserves in there. I'd like for the enemy to get really close before my tanks start exploding, but what can I say? Alright, we've got a tank right there. Wow, he just came out of nowhere. Why do I feel like we've killed this thing before and it's just been recrewed? Or remanned? At least we got the Commissar, but yeah, we've got to keep firing at this thing. So they recrewed this thing for sure. It's not dead. However, we did take a track off, so that's always a good thing. Oh shit, he's aiming at us. There we go. Is he getting back out? No, he's closed the hatch. Come on, man. You better fire at that thing before it kills you. Because we're just targeting it. Got 40 rounds. You can do this. Alright, they definitely are firing at it. There we go. Yes, that's a hit. Holy shit, that was a really close hit. I think it actually hit the frontal armor of this AT gun. Keep firing, Osman. That looked promising. Then again, it's really easy to kick up a lot of dust and it seems like you got a hit when you really didn't. Come on! Osman! They will run out of rounds eventually. Come on, guys. Keep it up, keep it up. You guys can see how hard it is to pen this Russian armor. Everybody always talks about how the superiority of German tanks, blah, blah, blah. No, we're here in 1942, and we're still having troubles penning this Russian armor. And these are not even T-34s we're fighting. So, trust me, things are going to get a lot harder than this. Here we go, another hit. 29 rounds left. I'm going to go ahead and give them the option of firing at both tanks, but I think they're going to just pick that one, really. Let's see if that infantry is inching closer. The Russians are being a lot smarter with their infantry. I think you guys, for those of you that have been here since the beginning of this series, initially they would just go on these fanatical charges. Now they seem to be kind of leapfrogging up the path here, but we're still able to keep them back just on firepower alone. You can see like some of them down here. They're taking shots. I mean, they're definitely not safe, I'll say that much. But they certainly act like it. Alright, so they're kind of just taking cover. They're not moving forward, just waiting. That's good. I like that. Unfortunately, what I don't like are tanks that never die. This fucking thing. Come on. How many times we shot this thing? Really did... Look at that, man. I can even see the damage to the tank. I'll zoom in so you guys can take a look too. There's chunks missing out of this thing. It looks awful. Look at this thing. How is it still alive? This thing is totally destroyed. It's got a hole right there. This track is gone. It's just depressing, really. And they're gonna fix that, of course. Alright, so I've got 2 rounds left. These are the last 2 rounds this thing can fire. And you better bet your bottom dollar as soon as I fire these 2 rounds, I'm getting the hell out of here. Because I'm not going to let my men get just totally overrun. I'd rather they run away, live to fight another day, than get, you know, totally wiped out here in this battle. That's unfortunate. That's it for Osman. He did his best, so might have a few rounds left there. Maybe some, like, extra rounds. Even makes sense. So our 3 tank kill went down to 2 tank kills. 1 heavily damaged tank, obviously. So that's still a bonus. Sorry, guys. Wow, he's still firing. I thought he was out of ammunition. Oh, he has another box of ammo. 8 rounds. Very, very good for you. Oh, and there is 3 tanks. No. There are. First of all, there are, you moron. And second of all, there aren't. So, forget that. Let's go ahead and... I'm going to actually just switch to a different tank. This is just disappointing. Let's aim at this bad boy all the way back here. Or actually... Now he's really out of ammo. Fair enough, fair enough. Let's see where the crews are returning. I mean, if the crews are returning to the guns, look at that. Sure, wow. this late in the game, and there are still crews returning. How could they return to the gun? There's no one alive. Wishful thinking in the game is silly sometimes. Alright, I really want to aim for the commissars. We've killed a lot of Soviet commanders, and obviously that is a huge step for us. It's very helpful. Killing their command class, command corps is extremely important. You know, if they just have soldiers with no commanders, no commissars really leading them, they don't know what to do. We've seen that firsthand. Come on, boys. I'm gonna let them attack this position. Make sure Zimmer is firing. He's not gonna listen to me anyway. But I might want Shiner and Breeson to focus just on this commissar. Then we can leave. Shoots a commissar. Actually, this is not a commissar. This is a tank commander. Still be in our best interest to kill him. And he is still a leader. Alright, guys. I think that's the best we're going to go. You know, IL-2 attacks. We've really come through a lot when you think about it. And at this point, I think our best bet is going to be to pull back. Then again, part of me is saying don't retreat, because we can wait for reinforcements. We've got a strong position. I don't know, man. I think I will stay. I'm not sure how we're going to do. We're getting some pretty good shots here from up top, and it looks like that tank off to the right, despite the fact we have no ammo to shoot at it, it's not really doing anything, because it's crushed. It's just a piece of rubble now. They're going to have to fix a lot of things, namely the entire front, that track. Back here we got some beautiful kills. And we're still getting some great shots on enemy infantry out there on this open green field, which is just awesome. Really makes it easier for us to get some shots even at distance. Surprisingly, we didn't get as many infantry as I thought we would, which is another reason I'm thinking I might want to tone it down pretty soon. Come on, follow the orders, please, Zimmer. Please do what I tell you, Zimmer. I do it only for your own good. I really do. There are Soviets down there. Yeah, it's not good. It's like shit. Bad shit will happen. I promise you that. They don't like you. You fucked their country up. Come on, please. Nothing from Zimmer. Nothing. He just won't follow orders. And that's what happens. I mean, right now, obviously, we're missing commanders, which is a major problem. Now, Radel. We still got a guy named Radel who does have an AT gun. So how effective that gun's going to be, I guess only time will tell. But right now, you can see the orders just not being executed. My men are not following my orders, and with reason. They're terrified at this point, and we've got no commanders. So, yeah, we should probably surrender. I say that and just keep fighting because I'm crazy and I don't know when to quit. But also because, you know, this is the kind of front where every single inch of territory is very important. Nice shooting. Look at that. Good firing. Do you hear some incoming? A lot of panic amongst the lines, although many of our men are actually frenzied and fanatic, so they're actually more than willing to fight. This is where the enemy is hanging out. The enemy is, well, where they're advancing, and this is actually a pretty safe area. They're kind of trying to advance in that woodland area as opposed to going all the way over here in a bunch of open ground, which is pretty deadly. So we've got to give them respect for that. But I definitely think probably time to pull the hell out of this place. At this point, we're just going to lose men. So we are going to call the retreat, my friends. And it is our first retreat. Actually, sorry, our second retreat. But hopefully we will pull back to a more opportune location. We'll get some reinforcements that can deal with this. And I think we pulled out just in the right time because we're getting incoming fire from enemy mortars. And I'd rather save my infantry here. It's alright, men. This is just a fighting retreat. It's alright. You still have your honor. You Shun would not. Shun? What's wrong with you? There, guys, look at that. Holy shit. We've taken out this infantry group entirely. This is where our machine gun was firing very effectively for a while. And this guy's hit in the neck, or the upper chest area. I'm surprised if he survives even a few seconds longer. He might also be hit in the face. He's wounded for sure, let's put it that way. Overall, we sort of gave this territory to the Reds. Obviously, not having any AT guns besides... Also, well, Osman is dead, essentially. We've got one back here, and one over here on the left. 3 AT guns. We're going to pull these guys back and set up a better defensive line. Something more effective, something more stable, and hopefully we can hold against the enemy tanks, because this is what's going to be a major problem. It's going to be all this enemy armor coming to bear on us. There we go. Look at that guy. Look at that lucky Soviet. I think we hit him. No, did he just take cover? Very lucky man. Got a few dead Soviets in the field, but in general they were pretty safe. Well, not entirely. I mean, we've got another one over here. Got some lucky shots, but, you know, staying in this area kept them pretty safe, to be honest with you. Glad we got 2 of their tanks, but 3 would have been better. We do have 1 seriously damaged, so hopefully that'll be worth something. And actually, this tank's still on, so they might still be able to use it. I'm not sure how that works. But we've certainly put 3 tanks out of commission for quite a long time, I believe. Keep up the fire, men! There we go. Another kill before the retreat. Nice. I'll take as many infantry kills as I can get. At this point, it's a war of numbers. There we go, guys. That is a total defeat, and I accept it. Totally makes sense why it's a total defeat. 25 enemy casualties, 34 on our side, 19 killed on our side, 14 killed at the enemy. It's actually was a pretty... I don't want to say this without sounding terrible, but it was more or less a pretty safe battle for most of the soldiers. Sure, they got scared, but overall we lost, as you can see here, 2 vehicles, not 4. We were able to salvage 2 of them, so that's good. We'll get those back. The enemy lost 2 vehicles entirely, but I was hoping they would get that 3rd one that was unsalvageable. Unfortunately, no. So you can see they abandoned 4, but they actually kept 2. Very interesting situation here. I'm going to go ahead and look at the operational map, and we will go from there, guys. Alright, guys, so as you can see, the Russians have taken this area. You could basically look at force grids. It's a large area. And next they'll be going to Edelhock, which is one of the areas that we need to defend. We also need to take Lugansky over here. So we're going to need to use the units on our western flank, I believe, to take a push into Lugansky. The enemy's going to be pushing their tanks up north this way, and they might send them to the west for Edelhock. But we've got to think of something here, and I'm going to let you guys come up with some ideas, because right now we do have the ability to give our men some anti-tank provisions, and in fact we have. And we've also got guys like Langamon that still have their AT guns, but we need tanks, and unless we get them in reinforcements, it's going to be a really tough fight. I'll go ahead and show you guys the casualties. So as you can see on our side, 106 killed, 225 killed on the Soviet side, 167 heavily wounded, and 14 captured. We're doing still better in terms of casualties, but we need to do even better, and certainly need to start taking or retaking land. Alright guys, thanks for watching, take care, and have an awesome, awesome day.